It's our kingdom, we own this fight. Rockets Digest, we ignite the night.
Hardened streets where legends are born. Dreams in the net, tornado sworn. Basketball thunder, feel the storm and rage. Rockets Digest, put the game on stage. Rockets Digest, feel the heat rise. Blazing trails under Houston skies. Bounce that ball, hit the crowd scream. Rockets Digest, living the dream. Fast break, hardened streets where legends are born. Dreams in the net, tornado sworn. Basketball thunder, feel the storm and rage. Rockets Digest, put the game on stage. Rockets Digest, feel the heat rise. Blazing trails under Houston skies. Bounce that ball, hit the crowd scream. Rockets Digest, living the dream. Fast break, hardened streets where legends are born. Dreams in the net.
Most the pride, we steal the show. Rockets red glare, we on this page. Rockets Digest, lighting the stage.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome into our first ever Rockets Digest stream. We appreciate you joining us. Tonight is the NBA draft. The Dallas Mavericks are officially on the clock. Got the draft going on, got everything going on, and we appreciate you joining us. If you're new here, we're Rockets Digest, and we're going to be covering today's NBA draft. Make sure you get in the comment section. Help us chat. Let's talk about it. Obviously, the Rockets do not have any picks tonight because, well, there's not a pick in the first round for them. They traded that number 10 overall pick. That is technically theirs. It was Phoenix's. Now it's back to Phoenix. So, therefore, the Houston Rockets do not have any picks for this evening, but still a lot to be excited for. There is a chance, however, the Rockets trade back into this draft. However, I see that as highly unlikely. But let me know in the comments section, what do you want to talk about tonight? Who do you think is going to go number 2 on? I think we all know that Cooper Flagg is going to be number 1. I think there's a very real shot that we go look the best available. Dylan Harper's probably going to go number 2. And then what happens from there? VJ Edgecombe, Ace Bailey, Trey Johnson. There's a lot that could happen. Obviously, there's a couple of trades that could happen. There's a bunch of talks about the Celtics trading away Derek White, trading away Jaylen Brown. Is that going to happen? We got a lot of coverage tonight of NBA draft coverage or NBA draft going on. So let me know what you think about these top 5 picks. Mavericks, Spurs, the 76ers, the Hornets, the Jazz, Wizards, Pelicans, Nets, Raptors, and of course, Rockets pick. We'll talk about who I would have picked when we get there if we get to that point where I personally think Derek Queen would have been the best pick for the Houston Rockets, but we'll have to see. But yeah, get in the comment section. We got 8 people watching. Let me know what you want to talk about. Let me know what you're feeding for, what you're excited for tonight. Let me know if there's a Rockets topic you want to talk about. Obviously, we're Rockets Digest, so if you want to ask a question about the Houston Rockets and what's upcoming with them, you want to talk about the draft, I'm open to anything. So again, get in that comment section. Let me know what y'all want to talk about, any questions y'all have, obviously we'll cover the NBA draft pick by pick here. Looking like they're doing the intros right now behind me, so we'll probably have it going, probably start up here in the next five or so minutes, the draft will. So let me know in the comment section what y'all are thinking, and of course, we appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate all the support that we've gotten here on Rockets Digest, and obviously we want to continue and show some love. So if you like these live streams, we'll probably try and make them like a weekly occurrence, kind of talking ball, just talking, what to expect, the latest rumors. Obviously today, Fred VanVleet signed, which is a huge thing. That's nice and exciting to see. In fact, I think we can go back over here, and if we go to this right here, we can also show a picture of some people available in terms of free agents. So if you want to talk about anybody who's available for free agency or anything like that, we can also talk about that. So yeah, we got a lot to kind of break down over the past couple months, and now
Rockets climb higher and higher.
Want to kind of talk with y'all and just be able to, have some fun with y'all. So let me know again in the comment section what y'all are thinking about this year's Rockets team. Do you think there's something brewing with them? Let me know down below as we get closer and closer to the NBA draft. Number 1 overall pick is probably going to be Cooper Flagg. I mean, that was pretty obvious. I'd be very curious to see if the Rockets were to be in the top 4, would they have traded away that pick to the Phoenix Suns for Kevin Durant? Or if they were in the top 4, do you think they would keep that pick? I think it'd be a curious topic to kind of discuss and go into, but I'm pretty positive Cooper Flagg will be number 1. 2, well, it could be Ace Bailey, but I just don't see it not being Dylan Harper, in my opinion, so we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, let me go again in the comments section. Anything y'all want to talk about tonight, / of course, if you're excited for the NBA draft and the Rockets not having any picks are, unfortunate. But hey, you don't have any picks, you have Kevin Durant. So in that case, I'm going to state it as you picked Kevin Durant this year. So I'm taking that 100% of the time. Again, draft coming up here in about a couple minutes. Obviously, Cooper Flagg, probably going to be the number 1 overall pick. Gravedigger, the draft begins in about 2 minutes. Obviously, I got it going on behind me. The first pick is on the clock here in 2 minutes. So, give it a couple seconds. So probably be a pretty easy first pick here for the Dallas Mavericks. I don't think it's going to be a long discussion process for Cooper Flagg. It's probably pretty easy. Okay, who do you want? It's Cooper Flagg. Cool. That's pretty obvious right there. So I'm curious to see how this shapes up the favorites for next year's NBA championship because, well, the Rockets obviously getting Kevin Durant and talk about their starting lineup of Fred VanVleet at the 1 now. At least get him officially signed to that $50 million 2-year deal. He does have a player option after this year, which I thought was an intriguing part because that definitely feels like something that was discussed upon by the agents for Mr. Fred VanVleet, and I don't ever see him I don't see him using that player option ever. So it's kind of an interesting thing. But either way, you got Fred VanVleet at the 1. Amen Thompson will probably play the 2, and then from there it sounds like they're going to push the small forward position to Kevin Durant, have Jabari play the power forward, and of course Alperen will play the center position. So it's an interesting starting 5 for the Rockets, and we're going to see more of Reed Shepherd. We're going to see more of Cam Whitmore as long as they don't get traded in a potential trade. So the Rockets right now at the moment, Gravedigger, have about $10 million in cap space. So I don't have – do I have the cap – I think I have the cap table, actually. Let me go pull that up for you. There we go. Okay, so here's the cap table that the Rockets have right now. Now, I said this in the video today, but I want to preface, $35 million is what they are basically in between them and the first apron. However, that does not include in the money the moves for Kevin Durant and the signing of Fred VanVleet. Now, Kevin Durant can be washed out because Dylan Brooks, along with Jalen Green's salary, equal Kevin Durant's salary. So basically, it's just a wash. That trade equals a net value of 0. However, this does not include a Fred VanVleet salary in it, which we now know to be $25 million over this year and then $25 million for the next year as long as he doesn't opt out with that player option. So the Rockets have about $10 million in cap space, and again, they can go get a lot of guards would be my pick. I do think that's probably a reason they're not going to trade into the draft because they've got $10 million. They can go sign a Westbrook, a Dennis Schroeder, Malcolm Brogdon to a pretty cheap vet minimum contract, but I don't know. There's a lot of things that can happen, to be honest. So let me get all this off there. But yeah, so let me know what y'all are thinking. Do you think that the Rockets should trade into this year's draft? I kind of don't know. I don't think they should, to be quite honest. I'm curious to see, but looks like Cooper Flagg is about to be drafted, so the draft actually starting now, so kind of excited for that. If you're new here again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're covering the Houston Rockets. By the way, 13 people, 4 likes. Let's hit that like button. Help get some more people in here. Obviously, the more people in here, the more people that chat, the more fun the stream is going to be. I'll be honest with y'all. This stream is more about y'all than me. It's. I want to talk to y'all. I want to cover the draft. Want to look at all this and kind of break down every pick by pick, and obviously be a little frustrated. The Dallas Mavericks, who had a 1.8% chance, by the way, to get that number 1 overall pick, and yet they got it. The Rockets had a 3.8% chance, by the way. Just gonna put that out there. Grave Duras, do you think the Rockets have a chance of landing Jaylen Brown? I do not. I don't think they do, strictly because the Rockets would have to give up a lot. The Rockets, now that they have gotten Kevin Durant, if they went and traded for a Jaylen Brown, if they went and traded for even a Derek White, or a pick in this draft, you're trading away probably a good majority of your future. Like a Reed Shepherd, a Cam Whitmore is going to have to be in that selection, and especially for the Celtics, they were asking for the farm. Hey, J.K. Memes, I'm also a hater. I hope Dallas pick VJ Edgecombe. I think he's a good player from Baylor, but Cooper Flagg's the obvious number one. Botch the pick. That would be absolutely hilarious. I would actually love that if the Mavericks, who got the first pick overall, tampering, whatever you want to call it, that'd be very funny. So, yeah. But I don't think that the Rockets have a chance of getting Jaylen Brown, personally. I just don't see that being an option for them. But you never know. I mean, we've seen Raphael Stone make some crazy deals, so it could definitely happen here with the Houston Rockets. I like Cam. You like Cam as in Cam Whitmore, or you'd like to get another Cam? I think Whitmore and Reed Shepherd are going to have really experienced roles, and some people are going to make a big deal about the Rockets not having a pick in this year's draft. And while I understand it, because you obviously want to have picks, and it's the first time in really the rebuild era the Rockets have not had a pick in the first round, they got their first round picks are Reed Shepherd and Cam Whitmore. They haven't played yet. Quentin Grimes or Gan Thomas. I'd love Quentin Grimes. I think he'd be great to add to this. Cam Thomas, I'm a little bit questionable on, but I think Quentin Grimes would be great. He seems like the perfect piece for this Rockets team in some ways. I don't really know how to explain it, but he does. Okay, here's Adam. I say Adam Schefter. Here is Adam Silver, who comes up, and we're starting the NBA draft now, so get ready, Cooper Flagg. You're about to be picked. Adam Silver, interesting guy. So Cooper Flagg going number 1 is what we think. Dylan Harper probably going number 2. Got 14 people. Who do y'all think will be the number 3 overall pick? Is it going to be Ace Bailey, even though he did no pre-draft interviews, did nothing of the sort? Or do you think it's a VJ Edgecombe from Baylor? Do you think it's a Trey Johnson potentially? I mean, I got a little pick here. We all think that Cooper Flagg is going to be the number 1 pick, right? So I'll just pick that, and pretty easily we're going to get a 1-for-1 on that. I know that Cooper Flagg is getting picked number 1 overall, so that's a pretty easy one to pick right there. VJ, you think VJ Edgecombe? I think so too. I think he would easily fit the needs in that number 3 spot, especially for the 76ers, because you think about the Sixers and the way they're setting up their future. The name is slipping my mind right now, but their first-round draft pick from last year, also from Duke, he'll be back. God, I can't think of his name. Can y'all help me out? Who's the first-round draft pick from the Sixers last year? He's a TikTok guy. I literally can't think of his name. I can see his face. But either way, I think VJ Edgecombe would work out right with him. Colin Sexton. I would love Colin Sexton. However, the trade would be a very interesting one. I don't think that's one that the Rockets could pull off. However, I love Colin Sexton. I actually live in Utah, so I've gotten to watch Colin Sexton play a lot with the Jazz, and I really do think that he would be a perfect addition to this Rocket squad. A guard that can assist, that can pass. I would love him so much, but I just don't think it's going to happen. But we're all on consensus here. I can change this pick. So we think it's Cooper Flagg for number 1 pick, right? Be this little interactive game here. It's definitely Cooper Flagg. There's no possible way. By the way, a little news here from Shams Charania. Jared Butler, like Jared Butler, as in the Jared Butler from Baylor from a couple years ago. Is he even playing anymore? I don't even think he's playing. Maybe you're talking about a different Jared Butler. That's the Jared Butler I remember, is the one from Baylor that played 4 years ago. He was on the Jazz too. So was I'm a Baylor guy. I'll put that out there. Maceo Teague also played with Baylor. I don't know where he is anymore either. I don't know, but Jared Butler. No, he's the guy from that's the Sixers guy. Is it? I gotta look this up now. Hold on. See my search results here. First round draft pick by 76ers. 2024. Jared McClain. That's what it is. Jared McCain. Okay. That's what it was. I was trying to figure that out. I was like, who was it? Alexander Walker to me is the top. Oh, what in the world is behind there? Hold on. Let me get. Boop. There we go. I think Alexander Walker would be great. I'm sorry, Ben Simmons. Yes, Jared McCain. That's the guy. I figured it out eventually. I was like, Jared Butler. That's the guy from Baylor. No, Jared McCain. That's right, JK. You're right. I am not a fan of Ben Simmons. I think he is a cancer in the locker room. I do not want him touching my team at all. I don't want him anywhere around here. I'm not with a Ben Simmons anywhere. Alexander Walker, though, I think would be amazing. I don't know that $10 million is going to do it. That's my only concern. I don't know that $10 million would do it. So, yeah, that's it. But yeah, Jared McCain with VJ Edgecombe would actually be a sneaky good guard duo. Maxey, is he still there? Yeah, no, Gravedigger. Ben Simmons is not it for me, man. I'm not doing that. By the way, we got 20 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button. We're trying to get more and more people joining us, and we're talking through the NBA draft tonight, going through all these picks. Rockets don't have any picks, but hey, Trey Johnson, top 2 in this class. You think he's top 2? You think that? Hold on, future of things. You think that he's going to be picked by the Spurs? I don't think there's no way he gets picked by the Spurs, right? Okay, Gravedigger, that's an interesting question you posed there. Future of things, let me know what you're speaking about. I don't think Trey Johnson goes number 2. It's got to be Dylan Harper, right? Anyways, superstars willing to take a pay cut. The only superstar you do. Okay. All right, I like that putting out there. They do have a Jared Butler on Philadelphia. Is that the guy from Baylor? He won't be number 2? Either way. I don't know. I think Dylan Harper will be number 2, but if you think Trey Johnson will be, that'd be cool. He will be a better pro. Okay, that makes sense. So you think like power ranking these guys, Trey Johnson's number 2, but he may not go pick number 2. So in that case, do you think he'll go number 3? Like he could definitely go number 3. I think he would a guard is what would be perfect for the Sixers. But Gravedigger, regarding your question, any superstars, the only guy that I think would be worth it / would maybe want to take a pay cut to come here, James Harden. I think James Harden would be an interesting one. He's just projected to get a $75 million deal. Now that's over 3 years, whatever. But you only have $10 million. I know Trey Johnson would be a nice one. Trey Johnson would be nice. Especially, listen, I'm a Baylor guy, but I'm a Texas person first. I want anybody from Texas on my team. If you played at UT, i.e. Kevin Durant, I want you on my squad. So that'd be great. 25 people, hit that like button. Let's try and get some more likes. That likes are just going to help us get more people in the stream, and plus just going to help us have more fun. In my opinion, more people in here, more comments, more funs. Oh, Jared Butler, the Baylor guy, is on the Sixers? Huh. I didn't know that. I know that him, Mace, and Maceo Teague were both put on for the Jazz. And the Jazz actually just recently got that other Baylor player. What's his name? I don't know. The Jazz also got that other Baylor player. What is his name? Keontae George. They got Keontae George. So Cooper Flagg. There he is. He's going to get picked soon. Also, y'all hearing this Monteverde Prep Academy team with Cooper Flagg, Ace Bailey, Tarek Queen. There was one other guy on there, but that's crazy. You have 4 top 5 picks. Trey will go 5 or 8. You think? I think he's honestly. I like him going 3 or 4. I am so curious how Ace Bailey works out. Okay, here's the first pick. It's definitely going to be Cooper Flagg. Oh, wow, it's Cooper Flagg. What a surprise there. Not shocking whatsoever. So, Cooper Flagg is picked number 1 overall. What a shocker. Not really. Hey, we got the first pick right, guys, though. Got the first pick on a Cooper Flagg, so that's nice. Gravedigger. If we cut Jock Landale and Aaron Holiday and create $20 million cap space, who will be our five off the bench? Right now, it's going to be Cam Whitmore, Reed Shepherd, Aaron Holiday, and Jock Landale. So that's kind of the top 4 right now. I'm curious if they sign Uncle Jeff Green. They could get vet minimum for him for a year or two. I wouldn't mind cutting Jock and Aaron. It's just $20 million in cap space is great, and you can go get Harden, but then you're relying on very young players to be your guys off the bench. So we can pull up. Let me see if I can pull up the Rockets depth chart. Yeah. Okay. So as of right now, Van Vliet's the 1, Thompson's the 2, Easton's the 3. I believe they're going to put Kevin Durant at the 3, and they're going to have Jabari play the power forward. I think that's the way they're going to do this. I think Tari will be the 6th man off the bench. I think Jabari is going to get his starting role back, so that'd be that. Future thing said, I would be down for Harden, but I still want to see Reed get minutes, and it wouldn't be if Harden. Yeah, he wouldn't get minutes if Reed and Harden were here. I love Reed Shepherd. I think he's going to be so good. He was the 3rd overall pick. Like, he's going to be good. Yeah, but I think Van Vliet will be the 1, Thompson will be the 2, Kevin Durant will be the 3, Easton will be on the bench, Jabari will be the 4, Alpern will be the center, Steve Adams will be off the bench. Uncle Jeff does want to retire in Houston. That is a true report. I hope we're able to do that. So yeah, if you're looking at the 5 off the bench, it's probably going to be Holiday, Shepherd, Whitmore, Eason, and Adams. So yeah. Gravedigger, what about a pickup like Marvin Baglietto? Yeah. I don't think we need a 4, though. I agree our bench needs to be a little deeper, but I think it's a little undervalued. Like, Holiday is fine. He played a lot more minutes this year than we realized. Like, how many minutes per game did this guy play? Can I go look at that? He played 12.8 minutes per game this year. Like, that's a little more than I thought. If Trey drops to 8 and we traded Cam and that Dallas pick that we have. Speaking of which, let's go look at the future draft picks. Here it is. Yeah, that would be nice. If you were able to get Trey at 8. I don't know. I don't think the Rockets are going to trade in. I don't think they are. I just don't see it. I don't know. Oh, Houston has done great on their positional hires. Gravedigger. I think that KD is a big name where he can count for 2. I'm expecting a big step up in the game of Amen Thompson, obviously, and he was already good last year. Alperen's going to take a step up. Tari's going to take a step up. Like, I just think that I don't know. I don't think people are getting enough credit to our bench players. Like, Reed and Cam were both really good. They just didn't have enough, space, to be quite honest. That's what it was. They just didn't have space. So, I don't know, but yeah, I don't think they'll trade in, but I don't mind the hope. I don't mind the hope. I think that's the best part about the NBA draft is anything can happen. J.K. memes. That was hilarious. Yeah. That screwed the whole team up too. I don't know. I'm just happy Ime Udoka is signed to the long-term extension. Did we ever get the contract details on that, by the way? Ime Udoka contract. We still don't know the annual value of Ime Udoka's contract. How? How do we not have the value? What in the world? That's so odd. This guy has had a deal for a while. Kim was a badass G League MVP. Yeah, I mean, to me, the reason they didn't play him was the G League is different. And when you get in the NBA, it's a different breed. And I'm not going to say you're wrong. I do think that it is interesting in that they should have given him a little more time, but, used to call them the Philadelphia Rockets. That's funny. That's great, Future. Rafael Stone is miles better. That's just all that matters right here. That's what matters. I mean, think about the tenure of Rafael Stone in literally just the past, let's say, year. Or let's go 2 years. Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet to kind of restart this whole build-up. And then after that, Ime Udoka, obviously, getting the people in the right places, Amin Thompson, and now this year, Kevin Durant, re-sign Fred VanVleet. You're able to then get in there and get Ime Udoka's contract extension. So, here's the second pick, guys. So, is it going to be Harper or not? I'm taking Dylan Harper. Ha! Okay, it was Dylan Harper. Who do we think will be third? I think it's going to be Edgecombe. I'm going to go Edgecombe here. But yeah, I think Edgecombe's the best available. Stone is a boss, he is. Harper, yeah, it's definitely. Harper's 2. I think 3 will be VJ. He just fits the needs here. So, 76ers are on the clock now. Who do we think they'll pick? JK, I'm just going to laugh at that. I'm not going to go. The future of things, he thinks VJ. All right, I think VJ Edgecombe will go third. He was great at Baylor. I love watching him. Let's refresh this a little bit. Okay, so Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper 1 and 2. Not surprising there. There's a little bio on Harper. He was so good at Rutgers. He also just 6'5", 213, being a guard. He's going to be good. The West is just going to be so loaded next year. So loaded. It's crazy. You think about the West, you've got Kevin Durant and the Rockets, the reigning champion Oklahoma City Thunder, the Spurs with Victor Wembanyama back. You have the number 1 overall picked Cooper Flagg and Dallas Mavericks. That's just, I don't know. It's kind of a lot. But I still have faith the Rockets are, if not the best team, the second best team in the Western Conference. But yeah, the East is going to be a freaking cakewalk. Imagine if the Rockets were in the Eastern Conference. They would win that by 20 games. It wouldn't be close. I don't know. VJ needs to get his shot down. Yeah, I mean, I just like the athlete of VJ, to be personally with you. I think he's just an athlete, and that's what I'm going to put out there. So, yeah, that's. I just think he's a guy you take a risk on because you can get the intangibles of him and build off that in a way. But who knows? All right, so pick number 2 is Dylan Harper. Pick number 3, I think it's going to be VJ Edgecombe coming up here for the 76ers. They've got 1:43 left on their clock. I'm thinking it's going to be VJ Edgecombe. I will say, I would talk to you more about these players, but a couple of different reasons. The Rockets don't have a pick, so unless they trade in, I'll start talking about them. But also, the Rockets, even when they had that number 10 pick, if you've been watching the videos, I've never cared. I knew that pick was going to be traded. The Rockets' current cap situation after the Fred VanVleet signing. So, I showed this earlier. Let me go back to it here. Go. I can't get it away. Well, there's a graphic, but the cap space situation, the Rockets have about $10 million is kind of what's going on there. So, I don't know. I think the OBS is hurting me right now. But either way, the Rockets are about $10 million in cap space. So that's kind of what they're sitting at here. They can go out and sign somebody, but who knows. 76ers, 30 seconds left on their clock. But yeah, I don't know what the Rockets are going to do. Like 10, you're not sold on VJ personally, future of things. Interesting. I like him a lot. I think I watched a lot of Baylor games, and I agree. Like he has some things that he needs to work on, but overall, I don't know. I just like that. I like it. I don't know. I didn't pay attention in school. Maybe I spaced out. Hey, we are the Rockets, so maybe you went to space. But everybody dad laugh in the comments. Everybody dad laugh. Yeah, the Rockets are going to be about $10 million. I personally think that Russell Westbrook is actually a legitimate option. I know that Stephen A. Smith posted that, and we did a video on it. If you have not seen the Russell Westbrook video, first of all, that's one of our most watched videos by far, so I really appreciate you. And second of all, go watch it if you haven't. Yeah, he's a top-end pick, for sure. Like, the VJ Edgecombe is for sure a top-end pick. Like I said, his athletic, his intangibles are there. His shot ability could be a little better. I understand that. I live in Oregon. I live in the Rocket in space. Nice. Hey, we'll take it. Hey, I'm from Utah, so I say that. I'm from Houston, but I live in Utah currently. So I'm gonna be moving back to Texas soon, though, hopefully. So I'm gonna be excited to catch more Rockets games soon enough. But right now, I get to watch them once a year whenever they come play the Jazz, or once or twice. But most of the time, I usually only go to one of the games. That's why I like Colin Sexton a bunch, though. I would love to see Colin Sexton play in a Rockets uniform. I think that'd be great. All right, the 76ers pick looks to be in. Oh, well, do we have the pick in here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, the Spurs traded the number 38 pick to the Pacers. Interesting. I would be a felon in Houston. You're a respected businessman. Oh my gosh. All right. That's fair. All right. Who do we think is going number 3 overall? The pick is in for the 76ers. I have VJ Edgecombe. That's my pick. Could be Ace Bailey. Could be Trey Johnson. Concanipple is an interesting pick. That's the one guy I actually did some look at it. Legal cannibal. Oh my gosh. That's going to be coming everywhere soon enough. But yeah, I think VJ Edgecombe is the number 3 pick here. I don't know. Ace Bailey, I just don't. Here we go. Okay, 76ers, their pick is Edgecombe. VJ Edgecombe. We got it right, guys. We're 2 for 2. There we go. Okay, so VJ Edgecombe is the number 3 overall pick. I like a lot. I'll talk about him because he is a Texas guy. Well, I say that. He played at Baylor. That's a great thing. We'll go to his bio here. So again, here's his draft analysis. I'll read it out to you. Edgecombe is the most explosive athlete in this draft. It's exactly what I was saying. I'm telling you, man. I literally, like, he is the best athlete. It's just about getting his shot better. He complements his considerable upside as a playmaker defensively with an evoking perimeter skill level and feel for the game. How Edgecombe operates on and off the ball at Baylor, his ball handling, his ability to play, pace play, make shots off the dribble are still a work in progress. So what you said, future of things, his shot needs a little bit of work, but I think, again, he will be good. Just give him a little bit, let him go play in the rookie league, in the summer league in Vegas. I will calm down. You're good. It's just, that's funny, man. No, you don't. We're having a fun time. There's no need to calm down. Turn it up. That's what I want. You said, JK said, are we expecting to hear any other Rockets trade during the draft? We don't have any picks at all in this draft, correct? Yes. Yeah. To my knowledge, there was some conflicting reports, but the Rockets traded the number 10 and the number 59 pick to the Phoenix Suns for Kevin Durant. So there is no pick tonight, and there will be no pick tomorrow in round number 2. The NBA going to 2-day drafts is... I don't understand that. It's 2 days today, right? Con next. He could be better. I love Con Kneppel. I do. I'm not going to front with you. I think he would be great. All right, we're 2 for 2, guys, though, so we gotta keep this going. Got to keep this up. Is Ace Bailey going to go to the Hornets, though? Okay, let's put a poll here. Let me see if I can do this here. Plus. Here we go. Poll. Pick number 4. Ace Bailey. Trey Johnson. Con Kneppel. All right, there we go. We'll pick whoever wins this poll. Go up there and pick Ace Bailey, Trey Johnson, Con Kneppel. Who's pick number 4 for y'all? I'll pick whoever. Con Kneppel right now. I believe that's the future of things, picking that one. Who do you think is going to be pick number 1? Con Kneppel's next, Jonathan. What's up, Jonathan, by the way? Appreciate you watching. 20 people in here. If we could all hit that like button, I'd certainly appreciate it. Helps the stream do better. Helps us get more people in here. Helps us have more fun. Let's be quiet. I mean, more people in here means more fun. We'll pick Kneppel then for now. He is our pick now, so. Well, that's 67% still Con Kneppel. Ace Bailey getting a pick in here. I'm split. I think Ace could be this one. I think he could. I'm going to go with what y'all have, but we're 2 for 2 here, guys. I want to keep this 2 for 2 going. But Con is a great pick. I love Con Kneppel. There was when the Rockets were Trey Johnson to the Jazz. Okay, so you think Trey Johnson's going 5th? Right? Yeah, Trey Johnson will go 5th. What do you think about AO in Chicago? I think the Bulls would ever trade him. AO? What are you talking about? Let me go look at the Bulls. Who are you talking about, J-Cam? Am I just a not? Oh, Ao Dosuma. Okay, I gotta be honest. I couldn't tell you much about him. I have no idea about anyone other than Flagg. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been following the Bulls too much because, from my knowledge, they've been kind of conceited in like who they're going to like. They're not going to trade much. Ace Bailey to the Wizards. Okay, Jonathan, you're going full in here. Okay, so here we're going to go back to this here. So, Jonathan, you've got Con Kneppel at 4. At 5, you've got Trey Johnson. And then at 6, you have Ace Bailey. We're going to follow the Jonathan pick here and see what he's going here. Ace Bailey, by the way, 50%. Con Kneppel at 50%. So we're going to need a tiebreaker here on this poll. We got 6 votes. We need another tiebreaker vote. Con Kneppel, Ace Bailey. Who's pick number 4 here? Right now, I'm sticking with Con because he was the guy. JK, he showed promise. He did show promise, but the Bulls, they're gonna keep Josh Giddey. They seem to be pretty they think they're really good, or like they have the pieces there. I've heard Lonzo might be on the trading block, which would be very funny. Am I only one? Like, I know all the hate the Ball brothers got. I think it would be so cool to see Lonzo and LaMelo play together. For the NBA, that would be just something that, like, you don't see a lot. Like the MLB, you see a lot of brothers play together. You don't see that in the NBA. I think that'd be cool. In fact, who are some like NBA brothers that play together? Obviously, I'm an Asur, but they aren't playing together. Played together. Brooke and Robin Lopez played together. Steph. I like how it's just Steph Curry. It doesn't. I know it's kind of cut off for y'all, but that's hilarious. Giannis and that's so fake. Thanasis did not play. He just got a contract because his brother is Giannis. Brooke and Robin Lopez, Wagner and Franz, Morris and Markeith, Justin and Aaron Holiday. I like how they were on the same team and Drew was just by. Yeah. I think Dragic, Caleb Martin, and Cody Martin. I knew that one. I know. It'd be cool. Lonzo or D'Lo and CP3 to the Mavs. I think CP3 is definitely going to the Mavs. I think D'Lo could. Lonzo's more about if the Bulls are going to trade him more than anything else to me. I think that's the bigger thing. Will the Bulls trade Lonzo? The pick is in for Charlotte, so it's 50-50. We're gonna stick with Colin Kneppel. We'll follow Jonathan on this one. I know it's 50-50, but we'll take Jonathan's vote and put it as a top tier one. Yeah. But yeah, make sure you're checking out all our videos. I appreciate all the love. Obviously, we are really going up. By the way, any baseball lovers out there? I'm a big baseball guy as well, but Jacob deGrom has a no-hitter right now. So if you're, I know it's Dallas, but still, Texas guy. They probably will trade him. I think they probably will. Jonathan, the number 4 pick was Con Kneppel. Good job. Shams just tweeted it out. Bro, Jonathan. Look at that, my guy. 59, so both of them say Houston, because technically they're still ours because the trade hasn't gone through yet. The trade won't go through for a little bit, and so it's our pick, but it's not. It's Phoenix's pick, just through us. So, yeah, 59 says us, but if you look also right here, number 10 also says us. So, Jonathan, all right, Con Kneppel was the guy. We're now 3 for 3 thanks to Jonathan. Let's end this poll. And we'll start another one. Pick 5. I think Ace, Bailey, Trey Johnson. I'll put all 4 of these guys up here. I gotta be honest, I have tried to read this time. How do you say Common's last name? I have no idea, to be honest. Jeremiah Fears. Jazz picks the first surprise will be Common. All right, you think it's Common? Yeah, so there, JK, there was a tweet that came out. Let me go find that again. So there was a tweet that came out that said that there was potentially going to be like a extra pick, I guess. I don't really know what it was. Hold on, let me go find it. So yeah, there was a tweet from Keith Smith. And I don't know, he has a lot of followers. Hasn't been a lot liked. But he said because the Suns and Rockets trade will be in July 6th, because since Jalen Green is still in that rookie deal, the stream freezes on me. I'm sorry, bro. I wish I could fix that. That's weird. But they said that apparently the trade will eventually expand. So, I don't really know. There's a chance that there could be some more expansion on this deal because of like contract status and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, because VJ didn't go to the 76ers. Khan will go to the Hornets. Fair. Yeah, Brooks does. There's just some contract stipulations. I gotta be honest, I'm not too knowledgeable on that one. That's why Donovan, I let him take that one. I could not tell you what that exactly meant, to be honest. So, but there's a chance that that trade expands to potentially a Camry getting into it. They did. That's why I'm a little confused. I mean, they knew it was going to have to be July 6th. I think it's going to go in as a 2-team trade, and it's just going to be that. I don't think it's going to be. I think the money will be worked out in a easier way than it's being portrayed as, so I wouldn't worry about it. All right, so Ace Bailey looks like the consensus right now. Is that who Jonathan had as well? Oh, you're saying Trey Johnson of the Jazz. We're at 40-40. I don't know. What do we think? Trey Johnson, Ace Bailey. Who's pick number 4? Trey or Con? Yeah, that's fair. So then who do the Jazz pick, Jonathan? Do you think it's Trey? Ace Bailey could fall. I mean, the guy didn't do any pre-draft interviews, which is just, it's not something you see. Yeah, but appreciate y'all joining us. I mean, we'll try and do some more streams, obviously. Hopefully make this a little more often. Make this a little more thing that, you know, can happen more often. How do we feel about game streams? Would anybody want to see some game streams for the Rockets? I think it'd be fun. Like, I did hear from somebody today saying that there's a chance that the Rockets are the ring ceremony game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, which I thought would be hilarious. I thought that'd be so funny because we beat them. Okay, Trey Johnson is the favorite now, 50% for pick number 5. Yeah, Trey does want to go to the East. Ace. I think you're probably right. Trey probably goes to the Jazz. Hornets probably take, or excuse me, not Hornets. The Wizards probably take Ace. Future things, yeah. I know, Reggie. That's why I'm like I'm down to do some game streams. I want to do some live streams like we're doing right now. Me and Donovan are hopefully going to do some like duo live streams. So if there's any like topics y'all want us to cover, we're gonna be hopefully doing some duo live streams from, you know, here on out. But yeah, we're definitely gonna do some game streams next year. I plan on doing that. Call some play-by-play. Get that going. It'll be fun. Suns waive Bradley Beal and the Rockets sign him on a cheaper deal. That would be hilarious because Bradley Beal's contract is 100% going to be bought out. The Suns want to draft a center. Yeah, I have heard that. So do the Lakers. They need that. The Lakers have any picks? Not in the first round, it looks like. Yeah, the Lakers have no picks. Oh, no, like 55, looks like. Oh, what happened? Okay. We have failed, guys. Trey Johnson was not pick number 5. It was Ace Bailey. Oh, we have a choice. No! We couldn't change it in time. Trey Johnson was wrong. Ace goes to the Jazz. Ace does. Darius Ace Bailey. Yeah, there's been some talk that they could do some rumors or some deals for Beal, but I don't see anybody wanting him. Yeah, no, the great pickup for the Jazz. The Jazz with Colin Sexton and Ace Bailey, if they keep calling. Also, they have Keontae George there. I'm definitely. I live in Utah. I think I've said that 15 times on the stream, but I'm definitely gonna go watch Ace Bailey. All right, guys, we're 3 for 4. We finally had our first miss. Who's going to the Wizards? I think it's Trey Johnson this time. Are they saying Tar Heels? Ace Bailey didn't go to UNC, did he? He did not. I don't know. Pick 6. Trey. I'm just going to do that first stance from now on. Makes it a little easier. Oh, Kasparis is finally here. I loved Kasparis. What do you think a good price reveal? Problem is you're going to have to take his contract. Like, I don't think there is a good price. I think the price that you pay is you wait and watch him get cut. Like, everything is saying that they're going to have to, like, pay off Bradley Beal to let him go. So, like, do I want him on the Rockets? Yeah, sure, that'd be great. Am I going to pay him anything to be on the Rockets? No. Am I going to make a deal to get him on the Rockets? I don't think I would. I mean, if he's a free agent and his contracts pay off, he'll take a vet minimum. We'll win him a championship. I don't mind that. But I'm not trading anything for him or going out and giving him any sort of money. I'll give him the vet minimum and call it good. That's what I'd probably do. Who do you think we can add in free agency? So I've been talking about this a lot. I think a shooting guard is the necessary, but I'll go just a little bit more wide range because shooting guard, I'll just take a guard. So I personally would like Alexander. Like, I'll pull up the NBA free agents. Oop. So personally, if I go to position, I go guard is what I'm going to want here. And in that case, I'm getting this guy right here. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is the guy that I want. Like, he for sure is a guy that I think would be the best. Santi Aldama is an interesting one, even though he's more of a forward. Back to guard here. Yeah, I don't know. The money just have to be there. Jared Butler's a free agent, everybody. We can get Jared Butler. Oh, overall, what is his worth? Pennies. I just don't think... They don't value him in Phoenix. Maybe across the NBA there's a little more value for him, especially if he's going to sign a vet minimum contract, but yeah, I don't know. Jonathan, though, I definitely think the top guy is Nickeil Alexander-Walker, but besides that, some guys that I like, if I go to points per game here, I'll make it easier. Irving signed. Cam Thomas will be nice, but I don't think he's going to be able to be less than $2 million. Same thing for James Harden and Malik Beasley. This is where it gets like right here. You have Dennis Schroeder, Malcolm Brogdon, D'Angelo Russell, and Ty Jerome. These are the four that I think they could do. Yeah, no, they'll be buying it. Yeah, people are going to try and get Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I mean, what was his points per game last year? Is he even on here? Here he is. See, like, my thing is, his points per game were 9.4. Like, you're telling me that Russell Westbrook, I mean, he's older, but average more points and he's going to get a vet minimum deal? I don't know. I think Nickeil could be in there. I will say, underrated, maybe this is biased, Davion Mitchell would be great. I would love a Davion Mitchell. Would not mind that. Oh, what? Eric Gordon's a free agent? Oh my gosh. What if we got Eric Gordon back? We can get a Curry, a Seth Curry. I kind of can't see this. Let me do this. There we go. Look at that. Now we got them all. Yeah. I don't know. Mac McClung. We can get a dunk champion at least. Oh my gosh. Former number 1 overall pick Markelle Fultz. How the mighty have fallen. Imani Bates for cheap. I wouldn't mind Imani Bates. Ty Jerome would be good. I don't know. Do we have projections of this? I wish it would tell me like projection of like how much they're expected to make. Because Jerome had a very good year this year. So I'm like... Plus he was a first-round pick. Let me look up Ty Jerome expected contract. Let's see here. Okay, well, this told me nothing. It did not say at all what a contract would be like. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Ty Jerome, 4 years, $64 million. We can't do that. Won't be doing that one, unfortunately. I love Ty Jerome, but Seth Curry to the Rockets. He would be a fun one. He would be a fun one for sure. I'm limiting myself to go just guards. I mean, we could get a forward or a center. I just don't see it. There's just no point. Like, forward and center slash, like those are our best positions. Because if you think about that, our two deep with that is at the small forward is Kevin Durant. He's going to play a majority of the minutes. The power forward is Jabari, who can also play the small forward. And then you got the center of Alperen. Your backup center is Steven Adams. So don't need a backup center. You have Tari to play the backup power or small forward. And then you also have Cam Whitmore in there as well that can play a forward position. Probably more likely to play a small forward than anything, but I just don't think we need a forward or a center for sure we don't need. So guards, I'm like, okay, your guards are Van Vliet, Thompson, Thompson's not, he's a guard, but he's an interesting guard. So, yeah, guard's a position that I'm looking at. I wouldn't mind myself and Eric Gordon, though. That'd be pretty funny, getting him back. Seth Curry would be nice. A point guard? Yeah. The only thing, I kind of want a shooting guard more, just because, to me, especially since the deal was signed for the 1 year. Oh, by the way, here's the pick. Trey Johnson. Let's go. We're 4 for 5, guys. 4 for 5. Okay. Start a poll. Let's go. Pick 7. Come on. And then Noah and Cass. Get Gerald Green out of the retirement. Dear gosh, do not get Gerald Green out of retirement. We can run it like this, I think, almost, but maybe a trade deadline we should make a move. That's what I'm saying. By the trade deadline, that's when I'm like more seeing a move, but yeah, I just don't. I don't know. Davion Mitchell will be good. I think he's a cheap option. He averaged 7.9 points. Like, I think he'd be nice. Texas guy, played for Baylor. Okay, so we've been pretty right on these picks. 4 for 5, and we missed one of them, obviously. I think Common will be in this pick. I think Common's going to be. The only thing is they have Zion. Like, are they going to pair Zion with Common? That's why I almost think it's going to be Jeremiah here. Kevin Porter Jr. would be funny. I wouldn't mind him. Again, though, he plays more forward than guard, right? Because he's a guard and a forward, so it would make our lineup really tall, I'll tell you that. Jeremiah, Fierce, Lanetz, or Common. So then who's the Pelicans? Pelicans pick here for number 7. I think it's Common or I think it's Jeremiah. He plays point guard? He played point guard? Hold on. He played point guard? You're right. How tall is he? Am I overestimating his height? Yeah, he's only 6'4". I don't know why. Huh. Whatever. Why isn't Jerry hiding George there, Chris? I don't know, man. I don't really know why they're not on the first round draft boards. Let's look at the picks, though. Here's Flagg, Harper, Edgecombe, Knipple, Bailey, and Trey Johnson. We go, though. Appreciate you joining us. Gotta be honest, I don't really know who those guys are. I don't know who those guys are. Jerry Henning? Georgia. Am I typing that wrong? Oh, well. Well, here's a mock draft. That's right. That's right. Those were wrong people, though, but. Hendrick would sink the biz all the time. Let me see if I can figure this out. Who are we talking about? Different guys, guy? I don't know who Chris Hendricks is. I don't think Fierce to the Pelicans. You think Fierce? I agree, Jonathan. I think Jeremiah is going to be the one. Ace Bailey not wanting to go to Utah. What if Ace Bailey just says, nah, I'm good, and just doesn't play? I'm just going to go somewhere else, actually. I think he'll be fine. No one wants to go to Utah, though. Which I live in Utah, so, like, kind of understand, not going to lie. But, yeah, I don't know. It's a really ballsy move, though, by Utah. To be like, yeah, we weren't your preferred destinations, but we're going to pick you anyway. Sucks to suck. Someday. I remember it was someday. All right, so Jeremiah Fears is who we think will go to the Pelicans. Yeah, Ace is not happy. He is upset. You can kind of you've been watching behind me. He is upset, But what are you gonna do? I don't know how much he thought he could control, though. He also didn't do any pre-draft interviews. Like, what if he just bombed a pre-draft interview on purpose against the Jazz? Would that have been better than not going out there and talking to them at all? Hey, guess what? Jeremiah Fears went to the Pelicans. We are now 5 for 6, guys. Here's the pick. Jeremiah. Okay, so 5 for 6. Common to Toronto. So who's pick number 5 then? Ooh. Pick 8. Common. Noe. Kasparis. Or Igor. Yeah, I haven't been really following much of college basketball this past year, just because I watched Baylor, but I don't know. I don't see. I didn't see the Rockets really using any of their picks. Like I figured it'd be votes or not votes. It'd be trade. They use it as trade bait. So who knows? By the way, I think we're just gonna do the top 10 picks, and then we'll probably head out of here. Been live for about an hour, so appreciate all y'all joining us to our first live. We're gonna try and do more of these, and we'll have more topics and a little bit more of a a plan, if that's the best way to put it. But tonight, just wanted to go live. Want to kind of just have fun with y'all, talk, and just go through these draft picks. Casper Slinets. Okay. We'll trust you. We'll trust you, Jonathan. Appreciate everybody joining us, though. Again, we'll go through the first 10 picks just because I'm curious to see who that number 10 pick would have been for the Rockets. But after that, I'm not hearing any rumblings about the Rockets trading into this, which not a surprise. If we do trade into it, we'll make a video as soon as it happens. But I don't think the Rockets are trading in for any pick here. Hey, I appreciate the future of young things. Like I said, the 7 people on here, let us know what type of videos do you want to see over the next couple weeks with free agency about to start. Let us know some video ideas. We're going to keep obviously pushing the channel, and I'm really excited for the season. I'm really pumped for the stuff we're going to have, and we're going to have some game streams, and I'm excited for everything coming up. So let me know in the comments of videos, in the comments here, the type of stuff you want. But yeah, first stream, so we're happy. But again, we'll see what we can do these last 2 picks, hang around with you, and then after that 10th pick, we will probably head out because that's when the Rockets would have picked. So I'm kind of curious, what y'all think. Derek Queen to the Suns. I agree, Jonathan. I agree. It feeds my addiction. Trust me, I am the exact same way. I am on my phone constantly looking at Rockets news, Rockets rumors, Rocket stuff going on. So it feeds my addiction too. Do not you're not the only one there. Trust me, I am right on board with you. Right on board with you. Nope. But yeah, let us know any type of content you'd like to see. Yeah, DG. I think Derek Queen will go number 10. That's who I would have picked if I was the Rockets. If I didn't trade the number 10 overall pick, I would have 100% taken Derek Queen. 100% taking Derek Queen. Yeah, y'all are legends for joining the first stream. Hopefully we get this stream to bigger and bigger. We'll have more topics, more things to talk about, and of course, me and Donovan, when we do duos, when we get some duos going, we'll have a little bit more back and forth between us. NBA 2K rebuild. I don't have 2K. I know it's the shock of the century, but I don't have 2K. Funny enough, I played 2K 1 year. And it was a year of a VC glitch. And so I was just opening and ripping packs day after day after day. I'm telling you, I was ripping bundles like they were no business. Me and my best friend were going through them. And then they patched the VC glitch, and I got bored. And I haven't bought a game in the past 3 years because of that. I just don't find it intriguing. I don't know. I play Madden. I play CFP. I play MLB The Show, too. I like MLB The Show a lot. But I'm actually a pretty big baseball guy, to be honest. Basketball number 1 for sure, but baseball's number 2. College football's been nice, but I'm also I just graduated college. It's kind of hard to watch these people who are younger than me play. So, thanks, future of things. I appreciate it. But yeah, college football is an interesting one. I am really excited for college football 26 coming out, though, here in July. Really excited for that. Really pumped. But thanks, future things. I appreciate that. Hopefully, Donovan's going to get a mic. He said it should be here soon, so hopefully he can get that next week. We'll have a stream, and we'll do a little nice duo stream and just talk through some things. But, hey, You know? It's been fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what, I mean, I want college football 25 as well, Jonathan. The future things, yeah, Donovan's great. I think, like, so Digest Media is a big thing. Like, they've got a ton of channels. By the way, if you're not, like, subscribed to a bunch of Digest Media, like, if you got other favorite teams, it doesn't have to be in Texas. Go look up that team, like, Digest Media, like, Blank Digest. Like, we got a Texans Digest. If you're a Texans fans, go get that. If you're watching this and you are a Dallas guy, and I also have a bunch of hockey channels, so if you're a hockey guy. But yeah. I also work on Cowboys Digest, so if y'all want to give me a subscribe on Cowboys Digest, I'd really appreciate that. We're trying to kind of build that channel back up. There was about a 4-month span where they didn't post any videos on Cowboys Digest, or we didn't post any, but Rockets pretty much it. That's fair. I'm a big guy in all sports. Like I like football, I like basketball, I like baseball. So I'm liking all of it. Oh, it was not Kasparis, it was Igor. You're subscribed to Spurs Digest? That's a good channel. Josh does a good job over there. Here's the pick, though. Yegor to Brooklyn. Good pick for them. We missed that one, though. You're a Chiefs fan? Okay, Jonathan, I'm going to tell you a little secret about me. I am not a Chiefs fan. However, I used to work for a company called Chat Sports, and I hosted Chiefs Digest, so I know a lot about the Kansas City Chiefs. So you want to talk Kansas City Chiefs ball, you can do that too, because I covered the Chiefs for Chat Sports for a year. So I like Igor too. I didn't think he would go to the Nets, though. I think he would. I did not think he would go to the Nets. I'm going to go Common for... Who's the center for the Raptors? Surely they're going to draft Common, right? Yeah, they're drafting Common. I do agree. I think Igor is going to be good in the NBA. He went to the Spurs in my NBA. That's funny. Igor is going to be good. I think Common. Is that how you say his name? Common? I don't know. Adam Silver will say it in a second and I'll get told that it's wrong. Oh, yeah. Raptors picking the big guy. Like, I don't think. There's no way they don't. I guess they could pick the forward from France, but they're going as center. I won't even put a poll for that one. Common and the Raptors agreed. I'm not going to put any more polls up for these last two. We'll just let it talk about it. Leave that poll up for that one. Young will get it right, and I'll go pick Igor. Derek Queen of the Suns. I agree. I think Derek Queen is going to the Suns. He's not even on this big board, which is weird. Like, there's no way. I mean, there's just no way. Yeah, I don't know. I think Derek Queen will go to the Suns. Yeah, sleeper all-star. That would be. Yeah, because after the 10th pick, it gets a little bit more dicey picking guys that'll be like top-tier talents. So, another reason why I think after that 10th one we're going to probably sign off here. But yeah, I appreciate all y'all joining us. Hopefully y'all enjoy the channel and like keep watching, keep recommend it to your friends. You got any Rockets friends? Tell them about us. I'd appreciate it. Tell you what, I'll give you a preview for you guys watching today, though. We got 2 videos coming up over the next couple days that I'm going to be taking control of that. we'll do. The first one is a Nick Wright, Giannis Antetokounmpo rumor, in which the Rockets still get Giannis by trading Van Vliet, Reed Shepherd, and 5 first-round picks. I don't want to do that, but Nick Wright said that, so that'd be kind of cool. And the second one, there's a rumor that at the trade deadline, the Rockets are going to make a move for Devin Booker. So we'll make that video as well. So a Devin Booker trade rumor and a Giannis Antetokounmpo trade rumor coming up on Rockets Digest. So be sure to make sure you watch that. I'm going to have some fun videos coming up. Plus free agency is about to start and Rockets will have $10 million. So see what happens. Yeah, Derek Queen again. I think he's just like, he's not the drive. Russ to the Rockets. That could happen. That could 100% happen. Could 100% happen. We'll do a free agents video, like top free agents boards. Probably sometime the end of this weekend. Because, I mean, it's coming up now. I mean, it's July 25th. Free agency starts in 5 days. Or it's July. It's June. It's crazy it's already June. Like, it feels like just yesterday was February, and we were, getting into the best part of the season for the Rockets. And now we're sitting here, and it's June. The NBA draft happened. We freaking lost to the Warriors. Yeah, book to the Rockets. I think Devin Booker could definitely go to the Rockets. Maybe not this year, but we have the value for him still. We still have the first-round picks from Phoenix in 2027 and 2029. So, we still have them in a chokehold here. So that's kind of the funny thing. But yeah, I think Book would be a fun one. So I think Cobb into the Raptors? I think so. I don't think there's no way he doesn't go to the Raptors. They need a big man, and he's a really good one. Yeah, still got the Suns' first-round picks, so I'm like, we could easily, the funniest thing, though, would be trading them to get Giannis or something, and the Suns being like, what the hell, we need those, and goes back to the one. The Suns and that Brooklyn Suns trade is going to go down as one of the dumbest trades ever. Kevin Durant didn't even want to be on the Suns, it seems like. They tried to form a super team with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. So, Bam. You think Bam Adebayo? No worries, JK. JK, we're going to do pick number 9 and pick number 10, then we're going to sign off. But you, Jonathan, and the future of things are the OGs now. Y'all have been commenting. Y'all have been hanging out. We're going to do some more streams. We're going to do some game streams coming up in this upcoming year. And so, y'all are the OGs right now, Jonathan, JK, and the future of things. Yeah, Bam Adebayo is going to get traded. I don't know if he goes to the Spurs, though. They have so many tall guys. I mean, they don't have a big body. Because what? They have Sohan. They have their draft pick from this year, which was what? Dylan Harper. I was like, it's guard. But they have Jeremy Sohan, Victor Wembanyama. I mean, I guess they don't have a big body. Like Wembanyama's big. He's tall. He's not big. Yeah, I don't know. I put the old in OG. That's funny, future. Hey, you put the old, but you're the future of things, so you're obviously in the future too as well. I think it's common here for this pick with the Raptors, though. The pick is in. We're just waiting. Oh my gosh. They went with Colin Murray Boyles. What? Here's the pick.
With the 9th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select Colin Murray Boyles from the University of South Carolina.
Wow. Colin Murray Boyles. That's crazy. Did not think that was happening. I'm picking Derek Queen out of precipice because that's why I'd pick at number 10, and I love it. Still got the Rockets pick up there. Jonathan, so I graduated from Oklahoma State. So my football team is the Oklahoma State Cowboys. But I worked for Baylor in high school. So got a little bit of Baylor in me. And then my dad was born in North Carolina, so I've got Bill Belichick and UNC in my body as well. So those are my kind of like 3 teams. My main one is for sure Oklahoma State, just because, yeah. I didn't think Boyles was going to go to the Raptors, I got to be honest. Common dropping this low? Crazy. Oklahoma's my team? Oh, no, Jonathan. Oh, no. Oh. I don't know if we can be friends anymore. Go Pokes, my guy. Go Pokes. Even though y'all kicked our butts pretty much every time I played y'all, except for the last year. We beat y'all there. The Hakeem days, Stevie franchise, Yao Ming. Since birth. I wish I could have watched Yao Ming play with the Rockets. I wish. That would have been so much fun. Yeah, Jonathan. I'm just joking, bud. Go Pokes, man. Go Pokes. Yeah. That's Oklahoma. So are you a Blake Griffin guy then, Jonathan? Do you would you, if Blake Griffin went to the Rockets, would you just like explode? What, wasn't he on the Celtics this past year as like a coach role? I don't know what that was about. I wish I could watch, going back to JK, I wish I could watch Yao Ming or Hakeem. Unfortunately, I'm not. But Harden days, obviously, I was here. My brother's a Texas fan and Bucks fan, and I tell him he's a bandwagon. I mean, Texas fan, bandwagon. Bucks fan, did he become a fan after the championship in 2021? So, I know. My thing is, Yao is just so fun to watch. Like, I watch highlights of, like, Rockets videos like I'm addicted, so. Tracy McGrady's 13 points in 39 seconds. There's so many, like, fun moments. Hakeem jersey. Funny enough, this is kind of crazy. I don't have any Rockets jerseys. Which is crazy to say. But I don't know. I've never, I want to buy a jersey of, like, a franchise guy. And, like, the Rockets haven't had that in a while. Like, hopefully Amon or Alperen will be that, but 46 for the future of things. Well, we appreciate you joining us, my man. Appreciate you watching, commenting, hanging out with us. Yeah, this is the Suns pick. It says Rockets, but it's the Suns pick. Yeah, you don't have any either? I don't. I obviously, I'm 23, so I haven't gotten like a full long lifetime of Rockets fandom yet, but there just hasn't been anybody like since I've started like really, really watching that I'm like, you can't wear another jersey. That's fair. See, my thing, I can't. Sean Caleb says, Jabari is the next jersey I'm getting long overdue. Jabari would be a great jersey. I just want to get someone that I like is going to be here for like majority of their career. Like I thought that was going to be Harden. Like I had a Harden shirt when I was a kid. Like this was the guy, and then that did not go well. So I'm not going to get a Kevin Durant jersey because like, what is Kevin? I mean, does he go in the Hall of Fame as a? Like, what does he go in the Hall of Fame as? As a Thunder? Or I think he goes in as a Warrior, right? Unless he wins 2 championships with the Rockets. You almost bought a green jersey? Thank goodness you didn't. Thank goodness. I don't think that would have not been fun to realize at this time that you bought a green jersey. Not at all. Yeah. Amon or Şengün is the jersey that I would want, but I want to make sure that they are here for a long time. Is Suns DQ country? What? What do you mean by that, Future? Two Mahomes jerseys, Jonathan. Do you have like a red and a white? Are they both red? I've got a couple of Chiefs shirts from when I covered them. Chiefs were fun to cover. Sean, we appreciate you joining us too. If you're still here, we appreciate y'all. You get in the comment section. Having a good time here. Derek Queen. Yeah, I know you mean Derek Queen, but like Derek Queen country? What do you mean by country? I bought a KPJ jersey maybe 3 months. Oh gosh, no, Sean, Sean, no. That's such an unfortunate jersey buy. Oh, that's such an unfortunate one. That always sucks when you buy a jersey and it's like I know I had a friend who bought a Henry Ruggs jersey a week before we know what happened with him. So that was great. Red and white, Jonathan says. Okay. That's fair. I want the Chiefs to wear the old uniforms, like the Texas on the helmet. DQ commercial like Dairy Queen. I love Dairy Queen. I'll tell you that. I live in Utah right now. I'm moving back to Texas soon, hopefully. But I miss Dairy Queen. I don't have many here. Yeah, I love Dairy Queen. I know what you're saying now. I kind of got it. I was like DQ, and that's the first thing that popped in my head was a Dairy Queen. But no, I love Dairy Queen. The Blizzards, man. Need that in my life. Need that in my life. Looked everywhere for someone to make it into a Steve Francis shirt. Yeah. Honestly, Sean, it stinks, but you gotta bite the bullet on that one. No, it's Common got picked by the Suns. Have them in Oregon, but not the same. Food is better in Texas. I agree. The future of things. Come on, Malawach. Mike Tyson. That Queen. I honestly, that Queen. That Queen. I'm Mike Tyson. That Queen. I don't know. Pretty similar. Pretty similar. Yeah. You live in Texas, Jonathan? That's cool. I'm hoping to move back to Texas. I want to be there soon, but right now I don't. You only miss the food? You don't miss the heat of Texas, man? I'm going in August where my family's from, so I'm going in August, but you don't miss the heat? Come on. You don't want that 100 with 80% humidity? It's the best part of the year. Sean, you should just get a free Jabari Smith Jr. You need to go return that. You should go return the jersey and be like, listen, I bought this. I might not have the receipt, but you need to take this back. This should be a free return. Should be a free return. There should be new caveats, these jerseys. How do you not miss hurricane season? Yeah, come on, man. You don't miss the hurricanes? You don't remember when Ike came by? You didn't miss Ike? I'm good on all that. Yeah, you need a voucher, dude. You need a voucher. There's got to be something in there. There got to be something. I went to Rockets game 2015. You lost twice. I went to the Jazz game this year, and they won, so that was nice. Or no, they didn't win. Sorry, they lost actually. They came back, but they lost. Have a great night. We'll see a future. I'm about to end it out here too. Makes you sweat all your fluids out. It does. Come on. You don't like the moist feeling on your body? Oh goodness. I'm sorry, future. I'm sure the insurance adjuster during Ike was a lovely thing to do. A lovely time. Sure, that was great. Nice. All right, guys. Well, I think in that case we're through pick number 10. I want to see Derek Queen get drafted because that's who I would have picked if I was the Rockets. So maybe I'll wait. I'll just keep picking him, and once he gets drafted, I'll end the stream immediately. I don't know. Nice and moist in Texas. Come on, but Sean, yeah, you should get a voucher, man. I was saying it, but they need to come up with. You were at the Rockets versus Suns game this past season. That's nice. You got to see KD before he was a Rocket. Or did he play that game, I guess? That's the first question. Yeah, Sean, the jerseys need to come now with, like, they either have to come with a warning or a warranty on them. To where the warning is, okay, if we sell you this, you cannot return it if the player's traded or something like that. But they should all come like a warranty where it's like, if this player commits a crime, you can come return this and get a different one. Like, that should be a thing in jerseys. I don't know why that isn't a thing. I would really appreciate that. Rockets need a big that can shoot threes. Alperin, man. If Queen doesn't get drafted in the first round, I don't know what I'm going to do. There's no way. He might be a Portland pick, to be honest. I think this might be the France guy coming up for the Blazers, though. Gonna be honest. The Bulls want him. I agree. That's why I think if he doesn't get picked here, he'll go to the Bulls. Jonathan? Shoot house. I think, Alperin can shoot threes. I'm not going to say he's great at them. He can shoot them, though. Plus KD. Boom. KD's a big that can shoot threes. There you go. Yeah. We'll wait for this Portland pick. If this Portland pick isn't Derek Queen, I'm just gonna get off. I'm not gonna wait for Derek Queen to get drafted tonight. That's just not it. Not what I'm trying to do here. Oh. Apparently, the Trailblazers are trading their pick here. Trailblazers are trading Cedric Coward. That's not even the guy on the list. To the Memphis Grizzlies. Alpy can't shoot, but he's on his way for sure. Favorite player, though. Yeah, you know. Yeah, Shams just put out that saying the Trailblazers picked Cedric Coward and then traded him to Memphis. So it was a pick and swap there. Are we going to have one of those Luka and Trey moments where Luka's going to put on the Hawks hat? Going to have Cedric Coward put on a Trailblazers hat even though he's not going to Trailblazers? Yeah, Seth Curry would be nice. Alpy's fine. I'm not worried about him not shooting. What? It'll be okay, man. I'm not worried. Here Shams. There's Shams. The Suns traded Mark Williams? Okay. The Hornets are trading Mark Williams to the Suns for pick number 29 tonight. Oh my gosh, and a 2029 first round pick. The Suns are never going to have... The Suns are never going to have another first round pick in their lifetime. The Suns are never going to have another first round pick. Yes, we knew that. What the hell? We knew that pick, Adam Silver. Whatever. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for us, guys, on tonight's first stream. I appreciate all y'all joining us. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us and being with us. And we'll hopefully do some more streams, more things coming to you. So, but y'all are some OGs. JK, Jonathan, Shoothouse coming in late here. And, of course, the future of things as well. Y'all are all going to be the OGs, so we'll see you in the next stream. We'll hang out some more. We'll talk some more ball. But, yeah, for now, we'll probably get out of here, and we can let y'all enjoy the rest of the draft here tonight. And we'll see you next year. Jonathan, good night, my friend. Good night, JK. Shoot House, Future of Things. I don't know if you're still in here, but yeah. We'll see y'all next time. Again, appreciate y'all watching, enjoying. Make sure you go check out our latest video. Donovan did a video on it. Nice job talking about the potential expanding of the trade of Kevin Durant. But yeah, that does it for tonight. You got a 3-pointer. All right, JK. We will see you next time here for our live stream. Peace out, guys.